PREhab. Let's dive into what do you mean by PREhab for all the viewers at home. So, in your flipping, are you using private capital for your flips, or are you using your own cash or institutional financing, or?
I'll use both. We use hard money, we use private money, and we use IRAs as well. Even I've invested with my own Roth IRA and done wholesale, or rather a PREhab in my own IRA.
Okay, great. So PREhab. Let's dive into what do you mean by PREhab for all the viewers at home.
Well, with a PREhab, you actually buy the property and you're just going to clean it up. You're not going to do any major renovations to it. So with this particular property, we cleaned out the yard, and the lady was a hoarder as well. So we got our stuff out of there, and then we put it right back on the market. We purchased it for $55,000 and sold it for $100,000.
Wow, nice.
And even with that, I leveraged her equity in her property, the full $55,000. And that was seller financing. And then I just paid the closing costs with my IRA.
Okay, so this is turning into technical hour with Rob the house guy. So you did owner financing.
Yes.
You took, Sally Seller over here, bought her house, $55,000 owner financing. Used your IRA funds to pay the closing costs, so that tied it to your IRA. You went ahead and put the title or the deed in your IRA.
That's correct.
And then you cleaned it up, which was maybe a couple $1,000,
right,
in cleanup from the hoarder house. And then when you sold it, the first 55 went to either her or her lending institution to pay that 55 off, and the balance went into your IRA.
That's correct. Tax-free.
Tax-free.
Yes.
Amazing. Wow, you did invest in some education, because that's some high-level stuff. And, I know that's scaring a lot of people. People are listening to this going, oh, my gosh, how do I do that? And quite honestly, there's so many people that are involved in these real estate deals along the way that help you. Whether, sometimes it's the seller, sometimes it's you, sometimes it's the attorney, the title company. If you have an IRA, all those custodians, they have tons of education out there to help you put that together. So being new, clearly you had 3 deals in contract at one time, so not a lot scares you. Were you at all nervous in putting this deal together?
This deal, no, I wasn't, because of the seller financing. And I'm also a realtor, so I know the numbers. I'm secure in my numbers of what it will sell for. It actually would have sold for more than $100,000, but I wanted it to go quickly, so I listed below market so that it would sell quickly and I get the money right in my IRA so I could do more deals. I then took the money in my IRA and bought a rental.
Perfect. So okay, so you did go to the dark side here and actually buy and hold something. So you took your profits and you bought and held.
Yes, that is buying and holding is the long-term game. That's what I want to do ultimately. And so flipping, wholesaling, and rehabbing is my way to get that down payment money and the holding costs so that I could live life luxuriously like Gary over here.
I think that's very smart for people that just get started to in this business, where we call that doing cosmetic surgery. When you're new, you just want to do cosmetic surgery to a house. You don't want to do brain surgery to a house, because you're probably not that experienced to do brain surgery. I do some brain surgery, and you're going to make more money if you can take a house that's the roof falling in and it's collapsed the ceiling, and or mold. Everybody hates mold. Banks hate mold. Just mention that in your offer. The mold's getting worse every day. A little trick. But yeah, if you're starting off, you're going to do some cosmetic. Yeah, we call that cosmetic surgery as opposed to brain surgery, or a tickle rehab, where you just paint, sweep it out, do some landscaping outside, trim the shrubbery, and give it a little bit of curb appeal. But that's the way to go if you are going to flip it as a newbie. Simple. Keep it simple.